being a leader is really hard. It takes a lot of courage. Now, this statement is especially true if you are a woman. And contest chair, panel members, and judges, can you believe that only 14% of C-level executives are women? That's right, 14%. I'm talking CEOs, CFOs, CIOs. And this number is even more depressive when you think about the number of women that are CEOs in the top 500 companies in North America. 24. That's right. 24 out of 500 are women. That, for those who can do the math, that is 4.8%. Less than 5%. This is really sad. Now, I don't know about you, but all my life, I've been surrounded by women that work exceptionally hard for what they want to achieve. Yet, for some strange reason, they never make it to the top. This is a big problem. So tonight, I want to share with you 3 women that I think are world-class leaders that had a profound influence on my life. So before I do that, I want to take a step back and just share some of my own personal experience. Growing up in a third world country, I watched my mom, a single mother of 4, raise 3 kids, did 3 jobs just to survive. She was a teacher during the day, a store clerk in the evening, and on the weekends, she would clean. 3 jobs. Now, this was heartbreaking for me, watching her do this. And yet, despite all of her hard work, we still had to make choices between buying books and putting food on the table. To this day, women's salaries are still, on average, lower than men's. To this very day. Yet, statistics show that women work harder, they're much smarter, and they outlive men. So why do we still have this gender inequality? Why do we still have this inequality between men and women? This is a problem. So I'd like to share with you my personal heroes. The first one I'd like you to know about is Ada Lovelace. Ada who? Ada Lovelace. I know, not exactly a household. In fact, she's not even from this century. In 1843, she wrote a paper called the Babbage Analytical Engine. Now this paper was so advanced and ahead of its time that it took them 100 years, that's right, 100 years after it was written for them to realize that it was what we call the modern computer. Now you can imagine a woman in this era and the adversity that she had to go through based on the status quo that women were supposed to be housewives. So not only was she an unconventional woman, her own mother basically abandoned her because she wanted her to be a poet instead of a mathematician. Her own mother. So the second woman I'd like you to know about is Cheryl Chisholm. Now Cheryl, again, not a household name. Okay. But she was feisty. And rightfully so. She had to be. Because she was the first African-American woman to run for presidency, US presidency. That's right. She was also ahead of her time. Because this was in 1972. That's right. A time when African-Americans were still fighting for civil rights. She was black and running for presidency. But what's interesting is that she said that she actually found it more difficult based on the fact that she got more discrimination based on the fact that she was a woman than the fact that she was black in 1972. So Cheryl was very feisty. She had to be. In fact, her slogan is one of my favorite of all times. Unbought and unbossed. Translation, nobody could buy me and nobody could boss me around. She had to be like that. The third woman I'd like you to know about is Sheryl Sandberg. And Sheryl Sandberg is a household name in the technology space. In fact, she's the COO of Facebook. Now, Sheryl is a huge advocate for women equality and women empowerment in the workplace. And in fact, every woman here should read her book. It's a New York bestseller, Lean In, Women, Work, and the Will to Lead. Every woman should read that. Now, Sheryl of recently has been faced with her own personal set of challenges of being a C-level executive and a single mom due to the recent tragedy of her husband. In fact, she's struggling with this so much. In a recent blog post she wrote to us, and she said, being a single mom for the very first time, she said, it takes a community to raise a child. And being a single mom and women around the world deserve the support of our community. We owe it to them to do better. We owe it to them. End quote. And with that, I'd like to leave you with one solid message. And that is, I want to challenge each and every one of you to go out there and think about how you can empower women and how you can help them to be the next world leaders.